Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everyone. You are tuned into the Fallen Kings Cup Round 1. We have another Division 1 matchup between the Baseball Furies and the Sakamoto family. My name is Gun Noodle. I will be your cameraman and your caster for this tournament match. I am very excited for this one. While we have a minute here waiting on the last player, it's going to do a quick roster rundown for Baseball Furies. We've got Daniil, Galatita, Aker, and Zeta. And for Sakamoto family, we've got Shin Asakura, Hio, Amane Yotsumata, and Taro Sakamoto. Hopefully I didn't botch those too hard. We are only waiting on one more ready up, and we will be able to get this match underway. We are here on Swamp Fever. We don't get to see this one very often, as it's a relatively disliked map for some reasons. I myself enjoy it from time to time, and I know for sure that I love casting it, so I'm very excited to see it here. I don't know anything about these teams, but we're about to find out because we're going live. Charge, Smoke, Jock, Spit for the first attack here. We're going to see it right out of the gate. Smoke from the bush. Charge going to try and take it. Going to get melted down. Jockey going in on the survivor. Will he win the 1v1? He will not. He loses that M2. And the Spit's going to save. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the volume a tiny bit. And that's going to be about a 1%er on the first attack. As Baseball Furies will start on the survivor side and begin their blitz through the map.
Reloading.
Charge, Spit, Boom, Hunt, 2-2 here for this choke point.
Hey, I'm reloading.
See how well the survivors are able to handle it. They're actually going to go ahead and send it beforehand as the Hunter comes from the van. And can it latch? No, it's going to get seated. Spit goes down. Charge going in. For Hail Mary charge does not land, and I do believe they're going to have a quad attempt.
Watch out! I'm a reload.
An early quad attempt incoming.
Machine gun.
It looks like Baseball Furies are running the typical 3-in-1 shotgun, 3 Uzi. Smoker pre-spawned up, trying to maybe catch the survivors out here before Jock Hunt. It's the quads coming in, the smoke separation. They're able to clear that smoker. Charge inside, lands the double punch. Hunter lands outside. Jockey still alive, looking to cover. That's a third slam. Hunter still not cleared. 4 slams on the Charger. Jockey still yet to land. There it goes. The smoke tries to relatch, and that's going to be a massive hit on that quad. Zeta goes down to 3 HP off of that quad. The slow clear's coming out there. And that's going to be a big blow to Baseball Furies here early on. Tank will be across the water. That boom goes in for a double as it's going to be a 63% tank. Sacking that boom, perhaps for a better hit here rather than the 2-2. They already have a Hunt. They already have a Charge. They already have a Spit. Hunt pre-spawns up on the roof. And their final SI will be a Jockey, so I think they're going to send it in here. Lots of damage potential with the Hunt Charge and the Spit. Here they go. Hunt landing. Going to get cleared pretty quickly, but the Charge is going to land. Is that Spit going to spread? I think it did, so that's going to be massive damage. And Baseball Furies, after a strong start, has taken 2 dastardly hits, bringing their bonus down under 50% before tank. So not a good look for them as they're going to go ahead and take this boat. Actually, there's going to be a little bit of a stall because Ellis is going to have to walk the long way around in order to get in this boat. But he's actually taking his time here. Smoke Hunt Boom. Here comes the smoke pull. It's going to get cleared pretty quickly. And the Hunt Boom going to opt to save. As the survivors begin their trek, the boomer did not land. The survivors going to be going their trek across the water. Tank is going to be right out of the gate here. And the survivors already 2 bleeding, 2 sets of pills down, and under 50% bonus. Not the greatest starts for Baseball Furies. See if they can bounce back on this tank. Charge, Jock, Hunt, Spit right out of the gate here. See if they send it fast before tank, or if they're going to wait for the tank.
Let's get with it.
Now the survivors blitz it out. The go-go's being called. Here comes the charge from the left side. Not going to land, get melted down. Hunt lands in. The Jock lands. That's going to be a ton of damage with the slow clears coming out in the spit. Nick is going to go down. Oh. Baseball Furies. Getting a bit sloppy here. As the first tank of this matchup will be up for Sakamoto family in the hands of Hio. And honestly, is he looking to just insta-commit this? No, he's going to back off. They did dump that last set of pills. So the survivors bleeding out and too slow. And actually, a go-go called. Charge smoke. Charge lands the... What a double charge off the smoke pole. That charge gets cleared before slam comes out. Here comes the boom from behind the tree. It's going to be a triple boom. And this is not looking good for Baseball Furies. Tank is working in that dumpster. And I wonder if he's going to opt to just dip it. He's going to ditch that dumpster and maybe walk it in. Maybe not. He's going to continue to try and hit it in. So all those common from that triple boom are going to die off. As this tank really believes in this dumpster. .45% first pass. We're going to see a commit with the Hunt Charge Jock. Baseball Furies need to kill this thing quick because they are in a world of hurt right now. Hunt pre-spawned up. Jockey looking to maybe split the survivor. Rochelle is on her own, but the Jockey is not going for it. There's one cap out. Rock going in. Missing. Tank looking for a corner. Charger loses his 1v1 against Ellis. Can Ellis? Ellis cannot kill that Hunter, so he's going to go down as well. Here comes a Rock. Landing on Nick. Can this tank get this corner? He will. Down goes Nick. Still 2k HP. Just Rochelle up. She's going to lose that 1v1 to the Jockey, and that is going to be Baseball Furies wiping out here on Chapter 1. Phenomenal start for Sakamoto family. Baseball Furies had a solid start on Survivor side, but they took the choke. The crescendo just went terribly for them, and they walked into this tank with under 50% bonus. The tank easily able to wipe them out. And now Sakamoto family with a chance to take a nice early lead here.
Man, that was some shit.
Sorry about the landing. Yes, our crash was so soft because we landed in the swamp.
So Sakamoto family able to shake off the rough couple first hits they had and able to get a ton of damage on the Baseball Furies. As Baseball Furies only walks away out of this chapter with a 266 chapter score. Sakamoto family could take a big lead here if they can come out with a solid survivor round as we get ready. Jock charge, smoke, spit right out of the gate. Sakamoto family opting to take it slow here rather than just rushing straight out. Charge Jock from the Jeep. And here goes. Smoke pull from the bush. Nice long tongue. The Charger's going to split the Red Sea. Get melted down. Jock goes down. Spit. Not able to land anything, and the Smoker goes down. Very nice take. 98.6%. Not even 2% bonus. Great start from Sakamoto family. As the Spitter did manage to save. So the survivors begin their trek through the swamp.
Hey, watch out! Reloading.
As we come up on this choke point, they have a 2-2. Hunt charge. Looks like they're going to send it beforehand. Hunter goes in. Is going to get skeeted, but no SI was ready to capitalize with that Hunter. Boom. Going to get popped. And it looks like the Char Spit going to just wait it out here. As Sakamoto family is going to take that choke point easily.
I'm gonna reload.
Now the survivors have to contend with starting this event and making their way over to the house. They're going to have a death charge attempt with the Smoke Jock to try and set them up. It would be big for Baseball Furies if they were to land this. Here it comes. Smoke lands, but gets cleared so quickly. Charger melted before it could do anything. Jock M2'd, and the Spit goes down with it. So, Sakamoto family is going to be able to take this easily and work their way back into the house. And this is kind of where we saw Baseball Furies start to fall apart. We'll see if they can maybe match that, or if Sakamoto family can come through even better. They're going to have a smoke hunt, a boom, and a charge, so not much damage potential here because they have no spitter. But we'll see what they can do as the boom rockets in. Going to get popped, smoke pool from the doorway. Charger's going to take it, get cleared instantly. Hunter's going to stack onto that guy, so a lot of God frames coming out onto Rochelle. And nothing really coming out there. And the survivors are blitzing out. Where are they going? They're going to rotate over to this bigger place. We'll see if this call goes their way. They know that Baseball Furies has a spitter now, so they rotated over to this bigger house, perhaps making it a lot harder for them to land anything. 2-2 with the charge jock incoming. Spit, pre-spits down. Boomer with a nice triple boom. Nick is going to get caught by the charger. That's going to be decent damage in the spit. Jock latches and gets a few ticks, but a lot of damage coming out onto Nick. Bringing their bonus down to 84, and now the survivors, tailing with some common stragglers, are going to be able to take the rest of this and make their way into the boat. There's going to be a few SI up. They're going to have 3 out of 4 SI up. Are they going to go fast? Hunter spawned up. Here they go. Hunter goes in. Hunter is going to flop into the water. Down he goes. And the smoke opting to save. And the survivors will make their way across the water. Obviously in a lot better shape than Sakamoto family. And here comes the spit. They're getting ticks. They're getting a lot of ticks. Look at this. So many ticks. 65% bonus remains here as they get ready to walk it in. They're going to have to contend with one more hit before this tank. Although still in better shape, they're going to have to pop at least one set of pills. Nice boomer spawn in that water to land a double, but unfortunately, as you can see, all the commons are behind and they're all going to fall into the water and die off. So the 2 boom isn't really going to get anything. I like how Nick is still shooting them. But let's see, they got a jock, a smoke charge, and one more SI up in 3. Survivors begin pushing their way out. Smoke pull from the right side. Charge will get a take. He's going to latch on. Jockey covers. No slam coming up, but that jockey's going to get a good amount of ticks. And one Hunter's coming in. I'm going to see what he does. And he's going to back off. And the first tank of the game for Baseball Furies is going to be up in the hands of Acker as he begins working in this dumpster. That Hunter's still pouncing around. He's getting chipped a little bit. And the survivors are going to focus their guns onto the tank. And they are blitzing forward. I like this. They know the dumpster's behind, so they're going to blitz it forward, putting Acker in an awkward position. There's a smoker and a boomer to go along with this Hunter. That dumpster bounces off the tree, and look at Sakamoto family blitzing this one. Nice M2 on that boomer, getting the shutdown. And there is nothing stopping them right now. Dumpster flying in. It's going to bounce off the tree. I think we're going to have to see this tank commit. And that dumpster is going to not be in play. So Acker kind of in an awkward spot here. Smoke pulled down. And look at this. It's going to be a nice pull down. He's going to get that corner. Down goes Ellis. And he's still got 4k HP, but he has no support except the charger. So he's going to opt to back off, go for that dumpster. Here comes the charger. All alone, though, going to be hard to land. He gets the stumble, but that's all he's going to get. Tank at 3,091 HP, 1 cap. Survivors are bleeding, but they're going to be able to get this pickup, I think. Boom, trying to get them 2 over there, but he's going to get popped for his troubles. Tank looking for a desperation dumpster. He's at 2k HP. He's got a jockey and a smoker to help him, but they need to go fast because he's down to 755. Jockey 1v1ing Rochelle. Gonna get M2 and gonna lose that 1v1. Smoker can't seem to find a spawn, so this tank is going to die off. Smoke pull. Not able to land.
Reloading.
And Sakamoto family in decent shape coming out of this tank.
I'm a reload.
Take this.
Smoker's gonna decommit, looking for a respawn here. As Sakamoto family has 421 bonus here, post-tank, and not much map left to go, so it's looking real good for them so far. They've got a charged smoke hunt spit to contend with right now. A little bit of a separation going on, but all the SI are up front. Here comes the smoke from the tree, not able to land. Hunter coming from the back, charge from the front. Trying to keep the guns off the charger, but it's not going to work out, or will it? Ellis gets stumbled into the spit. Couple ticks before he gets pushed out. Smoker all alone. 1v1's Rochelle loses, and I think maybe not. Sakamoto family might be able to walk this one in, but they do have 2 slow, so maybe not. Baseball Furies might be able to get one last hit attempt. they're going to send this in. Boomer, not able to land, and it's so unfortunate. They got a Boomer spitter. Sakamoto family is going to walk this one in. 351 bonus, bringing their chapter score to 848 to Baseball Furies 266 after Chapter 1. As we get ready to begin Chapter 2 of Swamp Fever.
These swamps don't agree with
Like I said, we don't get to see this map very often. It's not played very often in comp. It's usually banned very fast in terms of map veto. But this time it was not. Both teams got this one. Both teams agreed not to ban it. Both teams wanted to play it. So we have ourselves a Swamp Fever matchup. Sakamoto family looking rather solid. Took a few rough hits, some damage to them, but they were able to wipe out Baseball Furies, so they're sitting good right now, sitting pretty. About a 500 point lead. A little under 600. Let's get the exact math here. Of course, I don't feel like doing math in my head, because that's for losers. 582 point lead for Sakamoto family here heading into Chapter 2. 65% tank. I feel the one thing about Swamp Fever that really separates the men from the boys is these tanks are hard. At least for me. And I'm not the most skilled player, so maybe it's just a skill issue on my part. But I always seem to have a hard time with Swamp Fever tanks. I feel like they're always survivor friendly. Except that Chapter 1 tank. I feel like survivors have a hard time killing that one for some odd reason. But either way, Baseball Furies wiped out. Sakamoto family did not. So over 500 point lead. Heading into Chapter 2, we are waiting on Taro to ready up, and we will get ready to go. They'll have a 2-2 out of the gate with the Hunt Smoke. Not the most damaging hit. But here we go. We are live. Chapter 2 of Swamp Fever. Sakamoto family commanding a 540 point lead. Boomer getting an early spawn under that rock there, landing the one boom. She will back off into the safe room, clear out the commons fast. Obviously no rush. This Boomer's going to back off here. Are they going to be able to pop it? I don't think so. Nick begins the ghosting out. And that Boomer's going to pop. Nick is now visible. Here comes the smoker pool. It's going to get cleared immediately. Here comes the Hunter. Going to get nicely skeeted by Hio. Spit goes down. Nothing coming out from that hit. Not even a full percent. Absolutely phenomenal job from Sakamoto family here beginning this chapter as they begin the trek through the swamp.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Reloading.
Smoke charge, Jock Boom coming up here in this wide open area. We'll see if they decide to hit here, if they want to save for maybe a better spot. The way they're setting up, they want to hit here, but there's just no spawns here. Or they couldn't find any spawns here, at least. Here comes the boom. Nice little rocket, but he's going to get shut down. Couldn't get the boom off in time. Smoke pool from the front. Charger looking to capitalize off of that. It's going to get melted down. Jockey from the back and a latch. Going to get a couple ticks. Otherwise, nothing coming out, and Galatita is going to be up in about 3 seconds, and I think we're going to see him save. As Baseball Furies struggling to land their SI so far in the early goings of this chapter. And I do believe, yep, we're going to see Sakamoto family rotated over here to this wide open area back here to take the hit, or to take the event here. Two with the charge hunt incoming. Very tough to land a charger and a hunter here without a smoker. We'll see if Baseball Furies are able to. Here comes another rocket boom, sending another boomer first, and it's going to get shut down. Was that a sack? It doesn't look like it. Here goes the charger. It's going to land, and that's going to be the charge spit. Nick backed away from the hunter, walking right into the charger, and that is what Baseball Furies needed to hopefully get them in the right mindset to get this damage kicked off as Hio goes down to 68 HP from that. But the problem with Baseball Furies right now, I'm noticing, is they keep sending those boomers first. And they're getting popped. And they're going to keep getting them in the rotation. Now we got no charge and no spit in this hit. Jock Hunt Smoke Boom. Still plenty of common, still plenty of event to go. And here we go, sending in the attack. Here comes the hunter. It's going to land. Smoke pull covers, but they're going to be able to get that hunter clear. But the jockey scratches. I thought perhaps he was going to try and take him and get some separation. Boom goes out. Nice little double. The jockey opts to get the scratches and the damage on the Nick rather than stealing and try and maybe get some separation. So after the event's still going here. Sakamoto family still in good shape. Other than Nick, he's taking quite the beating.
Gotta reload.
Now we have a nice damaging tri-cap. No smoke and no boom. Jock Hunt charge spit. And I think from the looks of it, Baseball Furies is going to wait until they start making their way forward into this plane to try and hit. I like it. Maybe try and catch him inside, get some big spit damage. And we'll have to see if it works out for them. Sakamoto family begins the trek forward. Dangerous hit in here for this plane.
Guns here.
We'll see where they decide to send it.
I'll take this one.
I guess it'll be.
And here they go, trying to catch survivors off guard. There's the charge landing. Spit's gonna go in. Hunter still hasn't gone yet. Hunt gonna land on Rochelle in the spit, so that's gonna be big. Big damage coming in. Actually, I don't know if that spit spread to Rochelle. That would be kind of unfortunate. I didn't see what happened with the jockey, but he died off. So decent damage coming out there as we are about ready to spawn in this tank.
Reloading.
This tank, a tough one for the SI. It's going to be wide open for these survivors. Boom, Jock, Smoke, Charge, and there's the gong. So second tank of the game for Baseball Furies up in the hands of Daniel. They still have a jockey and a smoker and a charger, so they all saved. And let's go over and see what Daniel is opting to do here. Rock going in. Gonna get skeeted out of the air. This one's a tough one for the SI. It's all wide open. You can circle around these bushes. Here goes the hit. Smoke lands. The charger's gonna get melted down. Here comes the jockey. And there's a log in play now. But actually, wait, smoke separation. That's going to be a couple ticks. Can this rock land? Almost. Not quite. And now we're going to see Sakamoto family. Looks like they're going to start pushing back. And this is not looking good for the tank. He's at 40% first pass. He's going to have to lose that log. Maybe he can get in there. He's getting some good hits on it so far. No, I think he's going to have to dip it here. Yeah. Tank is going to have to lose that log because it goes out of play. Is he going to go for it? Wait, he's going to go for it, but this could be bad because Sakamoto family is going the whole way back, and he's down to second pass, 80%. This is looking bad. This might be an AI tank. 72nd. He just now got over the plane. Survivors in back in an even more wide open area. Actually, this one's got a bit more trees in it. And is he going to be able to keep this tank? 25%, 20%. Jockey, Charger, Hunter. He's going to be able to keep this tank, and he's going to roll it in. He's got a good tri-cap. Can the Hunt land something early? Bouncing around, making some noise. Charger lands, Hunter lands, Jockey lands, everything lands. But this tank is going to be alone now after the Hunter clear. Nice double punch. Great ticks on Jockey. That's going to be one cap. Tank throwing a rock. Is he going to be able to decommit? 2.8k HP still remaining. He can take his time here and maybe play it smart, get some more damage out of this. But the survivors are being super aggressive. He misses that punch. And he's missing punches here. He's not going to be able to get another corner. He dips under 1,000. Down to 340. One last attempt at a rock. He's going to land it on the neck. Get another punch. Trying to dip out. But the tank is going to die off. Smoke pull on the Hunt down here.
My bad.
And they're going to go ahead and cap Nick to get him bleeding. And honestly, really good tank coming out from Baseball Furies. Really good tank from Daniel. 341 bonus. Only 31% remains. After that tank, the event has already been taken. The only thing left is for the survivors to blitz it to the safe room. But Baseball Furies should be proud of themselves, and they still have a chance to bring this down even more and make it doable for their survivor round. Boom trying to latch on, does land one. Jockey from the bottom, gonna latch onto Rochelle, maybe for some separation. They're able to clear it, and Charger was not ready to capitalize.
Guns here.
And the Boomer is gonna go Ghost. So 355 remain. MK with the raid. 89 people. Thank you so much, MK. I hope the grand finals of Bloodfest went well. I hope it was amazing.
Hey, Alice. That's a bad time.
Charge from the front. Boomer is going to get shut down. Nice awareness from the survivor. Here comes the Hunter trying to latch into the spit. It's going to land, but he's going to be able to get out of the spit. Welcome in, everyone. You are tuned into the Fallen Kings Cup. This is Division 1, Round 1.
Reload.
Between Sakamoto family and Baseball Furies. Sakamoto family with a commanding lead right now. They still have 342 bonus, able to take down the tank and the event quite nicely. And they've probably only got about 1 or 2 more hits to contend with here. Jock Smoke, charge, boom. For this one. Charge from the front. Gonna get absolutely decimated. Boom landing a nice 2-boom to the back. Jockey getting some ticks. Smoke as well. That's going to be all she wrote. Smoker's going to be able to save. So they're at least guaranteed 1 more hit. At least with the Smoker. And they're actually going to be guaranteed hits because these common are absolutely decimating Sakamoto family right now. So one last chance for Baseball Furies to get this bonus down. Smoker playing on the alarm card. He does get the pull into the alarm card. This could be big. Charger from the front, though, going to get decimated again. Hunter looking for anything, gonna land, but cleared instantly, and the spit's got nothing to spit on. So despite the nice car alarm play, Sakamoto family is gonna be able to just walk this one in. With 229 bonus, there'll be 1 more SI up, but I don't think it's gonna have time. Nope, they're gonna waltz in. 229 bonus, bringing their total score to 1576 in 2 chapters. So Baseball Furies did nice damage, able to bring it down nicely. But now it's on them to perform on the survivor side. They had quite a sloppy first chapter.
I am not dying in this goddamn swamp.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everyone. You are tuned into a Division 1 matchup in the Fallen Kings Cup
No way around it. Time to get wet.
between Sakamoto family and Baseball Furies. We are here on Swamp Fever, a map I don't get to see very often in comp, but we do get to today. We love a good Swamp Fever match every now and then. And we are going live second half of Chapter 2. 2-2 out of the gate. Baseball Fury is under pressure to perform on the survivor side. After they did really pretty nice on the SI. Hunt from the front. Pouncing around, just looking to create some distractions. So he's going to get skeeted, though. Boom Smoke trying to coordinate there, but not going to be able to get anything. And a good first take. 100%. Zeros across the board.
Weapons over here.
Reloading.
I'm a reload.
Charger Jockey Hunter Spitter coming up for this wide open area here.
Can you stop shooting me?
We saw Baseball Furies opt to wait until they got a bit closer. And I think Sakamoto's family is going to do the same thing. Hunter pre-spawned up, running around. Baseball Fury is in no hurry to progress through this chapter. And I think we're going to see the hit here relatively shortly. Here we go. Hunt Jock from the back. Charger 2 trying to land from downtown. Not going to, but this Jockey's going to get some big separation. And a lot of Charger smacks coming in from that spit too. And they're unable to clear that Jockey. That's a big hit. These Chargers still getting smacks. Oh my god, look at their HP. 66, 66, and 52 after one hit. After taking such a nice first attack. And now they got this event to contend with, as they're going to probably rotate over here. Amazing separation attack from Sakamoto family. They're going to send this next one in 2-2 Smoke Hunt. As the Hunter lands, spit damage is going to go down. Boomer's going to be able to keep him in the spit. Nice couple ticks from the Smoker. And a 2, boom. Spitter's going to be able to run away. Look at this. The Smoker's getting scratches. Baseball Furies are just not able to kill off this SI. And the Spitter dips.
Reloading.
And now they're going to have another nice damage potential hit. Charge, Jock, Hunt, Spit. Gonna be hard to land a charge in this area, but we'll have to see as Rochelle is over here all alone. And just as I say that, the charge lands. Hunter gets nicely skeeted. The spit is really late. Jockey has not latched yet. There it is, and he's all alone, so there's gonna be a couple more ticks. And it looks like Baseball Furies are done waiting around. They're gonna start progressing through this map. Spitter's still alive. Spit goes out. It's gonna split the survivors. And there's the smoke pull onto Coach. Boomer cannot land that boom. And there's still a ton of common, and they might bring in this tank accidentally. They got to be careful. They're still 7% away, but they do not want to bring in this tank with all this common lurking about. They're taking massive damage, and just like in Chapter 1, Baseball Furies. Charge lands solo. Hunter looking to capitalize, and it's going to be a rolling tri-cap. Coach is struggling with his combos. He clears off Rochelle with the pistol, but there's still going to be a ton of damage, and that's going to be a triple boom. This tank is just going to roll right in, and this is looking like a wipe, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be too easy for this tank, I think, as it's up. And there's the log on the Coach. Only 2 survivors left, and a ton of common rolling in. No support up, but I don't think he needs it. Here's a log onto Rochelle, and it's just Daniel up. He's looking, he's trying to get away. Here comes the Jockey from the right side. Ellis has no idea, and Baseball Furies is going to wipe out. What a rolling try right as the tank gets brought in. Oh my god, just disastrous for Baseball Furies. Total 2 chapter score of 534. Sakamoto family commands a 1,000 point, over 1,000 points in lead. And here we go. We are on to Chapter 3 of Swamp Fever. Baseball Furies under a lot of pressure right now with a 63% tank. It's already looking quite grim for them. And Sakamoto family could put this plenty out of reach right here as we get ready to start. The 2-2 with the boom, or with the Hunt Smoke to lead off this hit. To lead off this chapter. Sakamoto family has had pretty solid survivor play so far. Made both safe rooms. Can they make it a third? As Ellis begins rotating out, clearing out some common. The XDs coming out. I'm not sure why. I don't know what happened. Perhaps something funny in their call. As here comes the blitz out. Smoke pull from the truck. No! They knew exactly where he was. Coach clears it by himself. Hunter gonna latch. So they're gonna be able to get that hunt spit. Boom in, trying to cover. He gets a scratch, but Nick able to get out of the spit. About 4%. And Sakamoto family begins the blitz through the chapter. Nick struggling with the common back here a little bit. Actually taking quite a bit of damage. Just from common alone. And maybe a smoke pull from the back. Coach there to clear it though. Charger was not ready to capitalize. And here we go. Here comes the jockey once again. Charger not ready to capitalize. Here comes the hunter from the house. Bit of a slow clear. Charger looking to get anything and he's not going to. And a very, very disastrous quad attempt from Baseball Furies.
Reloading.
Tank up at about 13%. I imagine they're going to bring it back here. We have a 2-2 with the Jock Smoke, so the Poo-2 incoming. Probably see them hit maybe on the other side of this house. Smoke trying to get a solo, and he is. But the Jock comes from the front. Gonna get M2'd, killed off. Spit from the front, gonna get killed off. After getting maybe a tick or two. And here comes the boom, gonna get shut down. So another quad attempt. Baseball Fury is kind of spamming quad attempts, but it's not gonna matter. Because we have another tank. Third tank of the game for Baseball Furies up in the hands of Zeta. For Baseball Furies, and he is under a lot of pressure. They need a wipe here. They need either a wipe or they need big, big, big damage that leads to a wipe down the road. They need to keep Sakamoto family out of the safe room if they want any chance of bringing this one back. Charge Hunt Jock for his support currently. He breaks that door. Is there even a reason for that? I don't know. But we need to see big damage from this tank, if not a wipe. And it looks like they're going to try and maybe play Rock here, because here comes the SI. All stacking onto one guy. The Hunt goes down. Going to get a couple punches. This Rock is going to get skeeted by the skin of their teeth. That was all Rochelle. That Rock was connecting if she did not skeet that. And now we're going to see the survivors start to get aggressive, rotating all over the place, trying to get the chip. Tank still yet to land a Rock, but he is on 90% first. He's going to have to drop off here. Survivors being really aggressive. I like to see it. That Rock absolutely blown out of the air. He's going to rotate over to this trailer. Back up onto the house as the support's now up. But he's still eating a lot of chip. 4.7k remaining as the next hit comes up. Boom, Smoke Hunt. We'll see if maybe they sack Boom or if they're going to try and land another Rock, because so far it has not worked out for them. Here comes the Boom. Going to get shut down. That Rock was close, but Rochelle able to dance it. And it looks like that was just a Boom sack, and they're going to get ready to commit here. And he lands the Rock, but he has already lost his first pass. But what a little Rock there, getting a bit more damage. Survivor's getting aggressive again. Charge Smoke Hunt for his commit. Looks like he's backing off, looking to get a hittable. But I wonder if we're going to see Sakamoto family maybe blitz this forward? No, I think they're very content with where they're at. Hunt spawned up. Car in play. Car and Log both in play. But look at this tank. He's under 3k HP already, and he has yet to get anything other than a Rock. And the SI's going to have to help him early. He's already down to 1.5k. Charge not able to land. Survivor's movement is perfect right now. And the melee's going to town. Nice little double cap there. Hunter is separated. They're not clearing that Hunter. This tank is getting a ton of damage, a ton of value, despite only having 500 HP left. And that's going to be a full cap, and actually a lot of damage coming out, despite what looked like a pretty bad tank. Zeta able to bring this back. Nice recovery, nice separation from that Hunter. And that's going to bring Sakamoto family, after all the pill pops, to 430 bonus. But they still have about half the map to progress through.
Reloading.
here comes the boom from the front. Spit looking to maybe capitalize, but the charger gets stumbled from the boom, and it's going to get melted down, I think. It is going to land, but the spit gets picked off. Jock in the house. Getting a couple ticks, but otherwise nothing. Sakamoto family able to find an extra set of pills. And they still have a quarter of the map to go, and they're bleeding, so Baseball Furies may be able to get the wipe they need if they can coordinate some good hits here. Hunt, smoke, charge, boom, coming up here. Sakamoto family gonna have to fight through this crescendo. Smoke, looking to capitalize, nice charge cover. Hunt goes down. And some decent damage there. Unfortunately, we're not able to maximize that value because they did not have a spitter. But still, nice coordination. Bringing the survivors down even more, and I think we're going to see them kind of hold on to those pills, trying to keep as much bonus as they can, so they're going to, that greed might hurt them. To see if those pills come into play here later. Rochelle's still fast, but she is the only one. Hunt, Jock, charge, spit. High damage potential from this hit. Hunt spawned up in the back. Charge, spit, Jock looking for like they want to come from all the same side. Here comes the charger and the Hunt. Hunt lands. Spit goes down. And the charge goes through him. He's going to land. It goes down in the spit. Jock latches onto Rochelle. Can they get the separation? Get a few ticks out of that. So a big hit. Big hit from Baseball Furies. And they're able to get this pickup. And like I said, they're holding on to these pills. 194 bonus remains. Smoke charge, boom, Hunt. Smoke pull in the back. A nice cut from Taro. And the Hunt's going to get melted down with no help. Charge, boom, coming from the front. Nice double boom. The charge lands, but Ellis there to clear it. And they're both going to go down, though, despite the nice clears. So with this delay on the two pickups, they're going to have time to maybe get another coordinator. Rochelle just goes down. So I think they're going to have time to get another hit. Spit goes down, delaying the pickup even longer. There's a boom, Hunt, and a Jock. Here they come from the front. Hunter looking to go after Nick. He tried to melee skeet it, but he loses that 1v1, and the Jock lands for a rolling double. And a nice boom. And Sakamoto family is at a standstill right now. They can't seem to keep all their survivors up. They pick one up and another goes down. Fury's going to be able to get another hit here. Here comes the charger. Actually, he sends that solo. Interesting call. When his other SI were about to be up, they could have done a full hit there. But they opt not to. The charger opts not to, just sends it in. Here comes the smoke pull from the tractor, cleared instantly. Now there's only a Jock spit keeping Sakamoto from the safe room. Spit delay. And Coach walks into that spit and gets himself capped. That was Jockey delaying the pickup. And I think they're going to be able to get this. There's only a boomer to contend with. And Sakamoto family, despite the struggles, are going to crawl. Are going to crawl into the safe room with 30 bonus, bringing their total score among 3 chapters to 2,204. The Sakamoto family still in a commanding lead here. As they make their 3rd safe room of the game. They're 3 for 3 on safe rooms. Baseball Furies having a bit of a struggle on the survivor side. They really need to lock it in. As we all know, finale is obviously an option. Actually, I think it might be forced because it's Swamp Fever. But I don't know if they're going to do it. They might call GG since if the score is lopsided. But obviously that's still on the table. It's always tough to come back on a finale, but not impossible. But Baseball Furies has to play pretty dang perfect if they want to send this one to a finale with a chance of winning. Thank you for all the follows. I got about 5 during that raid. Appreciate it. As we are going live, second half of Chapter 3 of Swamp Fever, Baseball Furies need to lock in something massive, as this Uzi is just going to rush out along with Daniel, as we got a smoke pool from the truck. Hunt looking to capitalize. Lands onto Rochelle. And that's going to be a nice spit and a crash. So a little pause coming out. Unlucky. And we are back. Pause is over. Smoke still latches onto Ellis, and it's going to get cleared. Spit, getting a scratch, getting a second scratch. And that's going to be almost a 9%er here on the very first attack. Baseball Fury's struggles on Survivor continue.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Tri-cap with the boom. Charge, going in from downtown. Jock lands, Hunt lands, nice rolling double, trying to get the separation off the Jock, not going to. Nice double boom, Jock can get a scratch afterwards. Another decent attack.
Reloading.
Reloading.
As Baseball Furies continues their blitz.
Watch where you shooting.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Spit, smoke, charge, and
Through this house.
a Hunt. And there is a big split right now. Smoke pull in the back, not able to latch. Hunt lands in the front. Charger not able to spawn. So some nice separation potential, but they were not able to capitalize off of it. There's the charge. Spit incoming. No slam coming out, but that's going to be some spit damage. And the pull back through. The spitter keep him in the spit. That's going to be a ton of damage. Beautiful coordination there at the end. As the third tank of the game for Sakamoto family is up. I can't read it. I can't read the name. But just know that this tank is indeed up, and it is indeed going to a player that has not had a tank yet. Just so we're clear. Boom in the tree. Look at that. Smoke still not able to latch. Baseball Fury's just pushing this one forward. He lands a punch. There's the smoke pull and a second punch. Another punch onto Coach. That's going to be his cap. And he's still going to jockey up. And his smoker tongue is back in about 5. Rock going in, gonna land. There's the Jock, gonna get some big separation. Ellis is gonna go for that, but that's gonna be a smoke pull. And ladies and gentlemen, with this corner, wait, no, Zeta's gonna be able to escape. So the smoker is gonna get cleared. The Jockey's gonna be able to get the cap. Nice little rock. Hunter lands on Nick. Ellis dumps his pills. But he's gonna be able to get the corner onto Nick. Actually, no corner. It's so hard to see through these trees. And the rock landing off the smoke pool. Jockey's still alive. He's got his Jock back in about 5 seconds, but he's only got about 40 HP to his name. Nice curve, but it's going to get nicely skeeted. And another nice rock, and that's going to be his cap. Still 1k HP and 1 survivor. And this 1 survivor's got to deal with a 40 HP Jockey, a full HP Charger, and 1 more SI incoming. And it's going to be a boomer. Tank driving him back. Here comes the Jockey. Jockey has more HP now because he got a ghost. Here comes the Charger. Charger does not land. Rock does, though. Jockey does die. It's Nick versus the tank. He throws the rock at the Charger. Angry at him for missing. Another throw at the Charger. This Charger and tank having a heated battle while Nick just chills off in the distance. Here comes one more rock. Aimed at the Charger. Well, that was aimed at Nick. Here comes the Charger. Lands on the Nick. And that's going to wipe Baseball Furies out. And I think we're going finale. Oh, Sakamoto family calls the GG. And there they go. Baseball Furies